right, so remember that the domain are the x values. So our domain is going to be 4, 6, and 8. Our range are the y values, 5, 7, and 8. And it is a function because no x value is repeating. My domain here is 3, 4. My range is 4 and 5. It is not a function because the 3 is used twice as well as the 4. Remember, y values can repeat, x's cannot. So my domain for this guy, nice in order, -3, -2, -1, 0. Here it's -3, -2, -1, and 0. Yes, it is a function because no x value is used twice. Remember, for 4 through 8, determine whether y is a function of x. It cannot have a y squared. So this is yes. This is also yes. This would be no because there's a y squared. This would be yes. And this would be no. All right, so vertical line test. It can only touch it one time. So yes, this is. This goes over the whole line, so it's no. 13, sorry about that, guys. Uses it, touches it twice, so it too is no. All right, find the domain. Remember, the domain is -infinity to +infinity unless you have a fraction or radical. If you have a fraction, you set the bottom equal to 0 and solve. X cannot be 4. So that would be -infinity to 4 and 4 to infinity. For the next one, 16, we're just going to set both of those equal to 0 and solve. So -infinity to the lower number, the two numbers together, and the bigger number to +infinity. We're going to set what's underneath of the radical greater than or equal to 0. We're going to solve this because x has to be greater than or equal to 3. It's going to start at 3 and go higher. Remember, we cannot have a negative under the radical. All right, so we're going to do f plus g, f minus g, all this good stuff. So f plus g, we're going to add together my two equations. We're going to write it in standard form. So we have 2x plus 18. For f minus g, we're going to distribute the negative sign to the x squared, the positive 2x, and the negative 15. So this is going to go to all of them. So that gives me 3 minus x squared minus x squared minus 2x plus 15. So that becomes negative 2x squared minus 2x plus 18. Let's go back and change this guy. This guy was incorrect. It's going to be 2x minus 12. Much better. F times g. I'm going to go ahead and make this big, and we're going to do a 2 by 3 box. So my f would be 3 minus x squared. My g is going to be x squared times plus 2x minus 15. So this is going to be 3x squared, 6x, negative 45. This is going to be negative x to the 4th, negative 2x to the 3rd, and positive 15x squared. So when we write that in standard form, it's negative x to the 4th minus 2x to the 3rd plus 18x squared plus 6x minus 45. And then f divided by g would be 3 minus x squared over x squared plus 2x minus 15. If I put that top in standard form and factor this, my domain, x cannot be -5 and 3. So just like we always do when we have two exclusions, we're going to put it in 3 sets of parentheses. This was my final answer for this guy. I just factored him. Alrighty, so now we're going to move on to f of g and g of f. So now remember, the g is kissing the x, and that's going to go into f. So this is going to go right into here. So negative 3 parenthesis, there's the x, so I'm going to put in my g of x equation. I'm going to distribute, and we're going to combine like terms. So negative 6x squared plus 31. All right, so for this guy, the f is kissing x, and that's going to go into g. So this time, this is going to go in two places here, and, oh, never mind, just here. So 2, there's the x, so it's negative 3x plus 7 squared minus 8. I'm going to have to FOIL this, so it's 2 times negative 3x plus 7 times negative 3x plus 7 minus 8. So we FOIL that, we get 9x squared minus 21x, so minus 42x plus 49 minus 8. Distribute my 2, so 18x squared minus 84x plus 98 minus 8. So when I combine like terms, I get 18x squared minus 84x plus 90. Final answer. All right, last one is f of g of 2. So we're going to plug 2 into g of x first. So if I go back, g of x is 2 parenthesis 2 squared minus 8. So that's going to be 2 times 4 minus 8, so we get 0. So now I'm going to plug 0 into f of x. So f of x was negative 3 times 0 plus 7, so my final answer is 7. All right, moving on to 20, f of g of x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug g into f. So x squared minus 3 squared plus 1. So that means there are 2x squared minus 3. When we FOIL that, we get x to the 4th minus 6x squared plus 9 plus 1. And when I combine like terms, I get x to the 4th minus 6x squared plus 10. G of f of x, so now I'm going to plug f, let's use a blue, f into g. So now it's going to be x squared plus 1 squared minus 3. We're going to put 2x squared plus 1. We're going to FOIL that, so that's going to give us x to the 4th plus 2x squared plus 1 minus 3. And then we're going to combine like terms, and we get x to the 4th plus 2x squared minus 2. Last one of these is we're going to go ahead and plug 2 into the g of x equation. So 2 squared minus 3, that's 4 minus 3, which is 1. Now I'm going to plug 1 into the f of x equation. So 1 squared plus 1 is 1 plus 1, which is 2. All right, last one, we're going to do g of x into f of x. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 8 minus 1. So that's x squared plus 2x minus 9. For f, so we're going to plug f into g now. So that's going to be x minus 1 squared plus 2 times x minus 1 minus 8. So this is going to be x squared minus 2x plus 1 because we FOILed it. Distribute plus 2x minus 2 minus 8. Combine like terms, so x squared goes first, the 2x's cancel, so we have negative 10 plus 1, which is x squared minus 9. Again, no need to factor or do anything with that. The last one is we're going to plug 2 into g of x first. So 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 8. So that's 4 plus 4 minus 8. So that's 0. I'm going to plug that into f of x. So 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Great job today. Thank you.